guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's makeup tutorial, I wanted to recreate this Kendall Jenner makeup look I saw posted on her Instagram page. It's a really glamorous look, perfect for a night out or special event. I loved the combination of a golden bronze smoky eye with a red lip. I feel this is a very classic look and I loved it so much I really wanted to do a tutorial for you. If you would like to learn how to get this look, please keep watching. For primer today, I'm using this Benefit POREFESSIONAL primer. This is a smoothing primer which is great for covering over pores and any texture on the skin. It gives a smoother look to your foundation once it's applied. I'm using MAC Mineralize Moisture in the colour NC30 for my foundation today. This is a very natural dewy foundation which gives that radiant glow to the skin and has light to medium coverage. I'm going to use a brush today to blend my foundation. This is the Sigma F80 Flat Kabuki brush. It's a firm synthetic brush and I find pressing the brush to blend rather than using circular motion or rubbing really helps to give a good coverage and doesn't leave any brush streak marks. I usually prefer to use a beauty blender, but after trying this brush recently I quite like it as an alternative. Kendall has quite youthful, natural glowing skin being a teenager, so I wanted to go for a more natural dewy foundation for this look. And this MAC Mineral Foundation is perfect for that. To conceal any redness or blemishes and highlight the skin, I'm using this LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige. This concealer has great coverage to hide any dark circles under the eyes. It's very creamy and easy to blend. I got this for $3 on Beauty Joint as it's a drugstore concealer. I'm really impressed with the quality and pigmentation and it's very affordable. I'm using a damp beauty blender to blend that out. I find this to be the best method for blending concealer as the sponge being damp absorbs any extra product so you don't get any cakiness, especially under the eyes, and there is no creasing. Now taking the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish powder in light on a Morphe G8 powder brush to set that concealer and the rest of the face. In the picture, Kendall didn't have very bright highlighted under eyes, so I used more of a natural light powder to do this rather than a bright yellow banana shade. To bronze up my skin, I'm taking my favourite bronzer, MAC's Give Me Sun, and applying this on my cheeks, forehead and jawline, blending down to the neck with a MAC 168 angled contoured brush. Kendall has very bronzed skin as well as a contour like all the Kardashians and Jenners love to do. So once you have bronzed up the skin, take a cooler toned contour shade. I'm using NARS Laguna with the NARS Eater brush and contouring the hollows of my cheeks and across the top of the forehead, blending back to the hairline. For blush, I'm using this MAC PROLONGWEAR blush in the shade Eternal Sun. This is a matte blush with a warm bronze tone and a slight peach colour. In the photo, Kendall's cheeks were a very natural colour, there was no shimmer, so I thought this was the perfect colour to go for. To highlight, I'm taking a soft gold highlight shade that Kendall had on her cheeks and nose. This is MAC Whisper of Guilt. It's the perfect soft gold shade that just adds the most beautiful glow to the skin. I really wish this highlighter was permanent as it's a limited edition colour. A similar shade would be the new Makeup Forever Sculpting Duo in number 2 or any light gold eyeshadow that you might have. Moving on to brows, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Pro palette and taking the eyebrow powder colour dark brown to fill in my brows. I decided to use a powder to fill in my brows because Kendall has quite full brows naturally, and in the photo they were only filled in lightly and looked more fluffy, not too structured, which is what a pencil or brow gel would be used for. I'm using a MAC 263 brush to feather the powder through my brows. Kendall has straighter brows, so I'm not creating an arched shape, just filling them in straight across. Now for the eyes, I'm starting with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot as my base. I'm blending that all over the lid up to the brows. I'm using these Makeup Geek eyeshadows today and taking Beaches and Cream to set the eye base. and allow all the eyeshadows used on top to blend out really smooth and seamlessly. Now for the transition shade in the crease, I'm taking the colour Frappe on a MAC 224 fluffy blending brush and sweeping that back and forth in and just above the crease. This will create a guideline for the darker colours to be placed in the crease and not come up too high towards the brows. Taking this Bobbi brown eyeshadow in the colour Camel, which is a mustard brown tone, I'm placing this directly into the crease with a Morphe M441 brush to add some warmth and transition for the darker shades going onto the lid. Now to add some sparkle to the lid, I'm using this eyeshadow by COLOURPOP called On The Rocks. This is a bronze shadow with gold sparkles in it, and this is going to be a base colour for a pigment I'm using over the top. This formula of eyeshadows is nothing like I've come across before. It's like a squishy mousse texture that is creamy to blend on the eye and dries matte. Taking this Makeup Geek pigment called Utopia on a MAC 242 synthetic eyeshadow brush and pressing that on top of the eyeshadow. This is a deep bronze gold pigment that adds such a beautiful sparkle and shine on the lid. This is one of my favourite pigments I own. Kendall has this sparkly bronze gold colour on the lid and a mix of warm and cool matte brown shadows in the crease. To highlight the inner corners and brow bone, I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow called Peach Sorbet. This is a beautiful soft peach gold shade that Kendall had in the photo. To darken up the crease some more, I'm taking Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in Cognac, which is a warm reddish brown colour that adds more dimension to the look and blends the pigment on the lid with the other crease colours. I'm using a MAC 217 blending brush. I'll have a list of all the brushes I'm using in the description box below. I'm blending all those colours together with a MAC 224 brush again. To darken up the outer corners, I'm taking this Makeup Geek dark chocolate brown shadow called Mocha, and I'm blending this colour out more to create a winged shape. In the photo, Kendall had quite an extended winged out eyeshadow look, so I'm creating that with this colour. And once again I'm blending everything out with that MAC 224 blending brush. I wanted to add some more warmth back into the crease that was lost with the darker shadows, so I'm taking Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear shadow on a small softer MAC blending brush and applying that along the crease. Clean up under the eyes and really emphasize that winged eye shape. I'm taking some concealer again and carving out the wing with a MAC curved concealer brush and blending that out with my beauty blender. I'm lining my waterline with a dark brown colour. This is MAC Teddy Eye Kohl pencil, and I'm smudging that along the lower lash line using a pencil brush. Taking that ColourPop On The Rocks shadow again, I'm blending that along the lash line. Now taking that dark cool tone brown Makeup Geek shadow called Mocha, I'm blending that along the lash line to smoke it out. For mascara, I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash. This is a sample size I got to try out and I really like it. The mascara wand really lifts and curls the lashes. For the eyes, Kendall wasn't wearing any false lashes but still had full thick lashes. So I'm adding a few coats of this to the top and bottom lashes. Here is the completed golden bronze smoky eye look. I'm now just going to set my brows in place with this Anastasia Clear Brow Mascara. This stuff is like glue, your brow hairs aren't going anywhere. Now that the eyes are complete, let's move on to the lips. I'm lining my lips with MAC Cherry Lip Liner. I first outline my lips. You want to take your time doing this as you are using a bright coloured liner, and you want to make sure to get the liner precise so you don't smudge it around your mouth. as it's harder to remove than a nude lip liner. Then I'm filling in my whole lips to create a base colour for the lipstick. I'm using this Rihanna lipstick in Riri Woo. This was part of the limited edition collection Rihanna released with MAC. It's pretty much the same colour as Ruby Woo. It's a nice bright blue toned red. Then I'm adding Dose of Colour's Kiss of Fire liquid lipstick over the top. I wanted to have a bit more of a pink tone red colour, and this was the perfect shade. I'm cleaning up around the edges with some concealer to give a sharper, clean edge to the lips. So this is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this Kendall Jenner makeup tutorial. Let me know some more celebrity looks you would like to see in the comments section below. I had a lot of fun recreating this look and would love to do some more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.